hooked up and ready to go. So,
Hey.
ready?
Yes, sir. I just
All
want
right.
to fire up the computer system.
Okay.
Yes.
Does the TV turn on or whatever?
Yeah, we do that.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
on.
it's on.
Uh-oh.
You guys want the lights down or what? Anybody have a problem with the screen?
Yeah.
Turn them down halfway.
Alright.
Good.
Thank you.
Alright.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you for having me here today.
There's a button.
That's
Light it
right.
up. Goes up easy.
This is in the building. Okay. Thank you for having me here today. I appreciate the opportunity. Better? Okay. I appreciate the opportunity to be here and bring this information to you. It's very special, very important, and very meaningful to veterans and the families of veterans. As Evan said, I'm Sal Santori. Typically, I'm known on the radio show, Saturday Morning Live with Sal Santori, and we're coast to coast on that. In this capacity, I'm lending my voice to the Kazarn Community Veterans Outreach and bringing attention to not just veteran suicide. Okay, everyone's familiar or has heard something about veteran suicide and what a terrible thing it is, which I agree. However, that doesn't do anything about it. Okay, what we've discovered, I'll even forget I have my thing up here, but Abraham Lincoln originally charged the VA with helping those who have borne the battle of war, including widows and children. So in 1865, Abraham Lincoln put that out, saying, hey, don't forget the veterans, don't forget the widows, don't forget the children. They're the ones that went to war, so we didn't have to. Okay? So hence the Kazarn Community and Veterans Outreach. And what we do, our mission, is to advocate for and give a voice to those who need one. Veterans, families, children. So we are, in fact, a Kazarn Community and Veteran Outreach. We're always on hands-on organization. We do have plenty of referrals to be able to say, hey, you need food and clothing. Okay, here's where you need to get to, and are you able to get there? If not, we'll make sure you do, or we'll have it brought to you. So never do we say, here's a number, just go call. That's not us, we're hands-on, and we lead by example. And I can't say one of our absolute core belief is all things are possible. There's nothing that is impossible. Nothing is too big. We all know the best way to eat an elephant is one bite at a time. So nothing is impossible. And, okay. To talk about veteran suicide, what we've done is we've broken down the components. All right, how does a veteran get there? What brings a veteran to the point to decide, you know what? I'm going to take a permanent solution to what very may well be a temporary problem, but right now it's permanent to me. Okay? How does one get to that point? All right. PTSD and mental and emotional distress. There is no one who has been in combat theater who will leave that theater undisturbed. Okay? Nobody. And whether it's a mild form of PTSD or you have it severe, or in some cases, mental illness, mental disturbance is a chemical issue in the brain. Nobody wakes up in the morning and says, gee, I think I'm going to have some mentally challenged things going on in my head today. It's not a who's at fault issue. It's a how do we fix it? You know, what can we do to help these people? I go to the VA. I'm involved in the Veterans Court treatment program. I work with therapists at the VA. So it's very real, it's very tangible, and it's not something that somebody else may have. We have it. 12, and this is, the numbers have gotten a little better over the periods of combat, because the combat operations have changed a lot. However, when it comes back to the Iraq War, the EIDs that are IEDs rather that were out there, it has done immeasurable damage to people. Not just physically, that's what we can see, but I'm talking about just the absolute insanity of being out there wondering if you're going to lose your legs by some enemy who you can't even see to shoot back, to talk to anything. It does an incredible number on your sight. So in Operation Freedom, and during Freedom, it was like 11 to 20 out of every 100 veterans resulted in PTSD. The Gulf War was like 12 out of every 100. Vietnam, and here's what I'm talking about. Vietnam, we know, was an entirely different war. I went in 78, so obviously I was not there, but all my cadre were Vietnam veterans. So I definitely got the understanding of what it was like. And humane. Where do we here? Okay. So Vietnam was a higher rate, and readjustment is an entirely different animal, which we're going to get to. That's a very big issue. Unemployment, okay? Unemployment, loss of purpose, and isolation. Everyone who's held a job, who's worked, who's provided for their family, can relate to unemployment. Put it into the opposite spectrum. And how are you as a man or a lady in today's times, how are you as the breadwinner of your household going to feel not being able to provide for your family, not being able to take care of your family? It takes, and I'm just going to put this out there, it takes your manhood away. And depending on how long it is, it's going to give you some more issues like loss of purpose. Why am I here? You know, when you're in the military, you get up every morning, you don't even have to think about it. You know what your purpose is. Whether you're a mechanic, an electrician, carpenter, infantryman, you know what your purpose is. You've been trained. There's not a, gee, I wonder, what am I going to do today? Well, you come back home from the military, that's no longer your purpose. And if we're not able to find some way to assimilate into society, to become productive, to provide for our families, we're losing our sense of purpose. And then that's going to lead to isolation, which means I don't even feel like I want to socialize. I want to talk to you. I don't, it could be because I see me as less than. It could be because I'm really embarrassed right now because I'm having a hard time. So that leads to additional issues. Homelessness, okay? I've done hours and hours and hours of research on everything that I'm talking about. It's up there. I don't want to belabor it with you by going through everything. Take my word for it, is I have a problem. Homelessness, we're finding Schuylkill County is one of the highest okay, at, or is it 12.8, I believe? Yes. 13% of the veteran population in Schuylkill County is homeless, okay? 13%, almost 1 in 4, like probably 1 in 5. Transportation is an issue which prevents veterans. One of the things that would prevent a veteran from being able to recover from homelessness in a quick fashion. There might be some place to go, but I can't get there. You know, I don't have family that is willing to drive me. I've been out in the woods in Tank City now for about 3 weeks, and I'm not exactly the freshest person to have Susie want me to get in her car. So Susie tells me she's got all kinds of things to do. So it perpetuates. The longer it goes, the worse it gets. So what we're looking to do by coming, I mentioned during lunch conversation, but I don't think I mentioned it yet. We're actually bringing K-Zone Community Veterans Outreach to Schuylkill County. We're opening a center in Schuylkill County, in Pottsville. And today at 1:30, we actually have an appointment to visit over on North Center Street, an available space. As God is my witness, that's our space. Okay? This whole day is an absolute godsend. Everything about it. So not only am I an absolute believer and moved by faith and very spiritual, but it gives me the strength to be able to know that I'm standing up here and I'm talking to people who say, yeah, we get it, we're here, we get it, we're with you. This is like a beautiful beginning because there's nothing we can't do, you know, nothing, including work on the homeless issue. And lack of connection. This is huge, okay? This is absolutely huge because without this, you're not going to solve the other 3. Okay? You are not going to solve the other 3. The connection, the lack of connection means I'm here, you guys are there, and there's a Chinese wall between us, and neither of us are penetrating. Okay? Me as a veteran, I just get home from war. Okay? My mindset is having done things that are incomprehensible, okay? Now that I'm home and I'm out of that fear and I've got nothing else at the moment to lead my thoughts or lead me in a direction, all of a sudden, this regret starts to build, okay? Regret starts to build. Casualties of war are just that. So by not having a connection, I think we can all appreciate the rabbit hole that can delve into. Having connection means I have support. I have Evan that I can reach out to and say, brother, you know, man, today has beat me up. You know, what can we do? Evan can say, hey, you know, I'm going to take a break, come get you, we're going to go to, I don't know, Vito's. Okay. One form of connection. Another form of connection is being able to deal with the other issues, the mental illness, the PTSD. As God is my witness, I had a licensed clinician tell me one day that PTSD was curable. Yeah, and I looked at her and I said, are you for real? And she actually believed it. And it was like, okay, no, there's something absolutely wrong here and something needs to happen. But PTSD, as we all know, is not curable. Treatable, right? Treatable, but not curable. So what we want to do is, we don't want to have people stuck in lack of connection. We want to be able to take our group here, I'm going to use our group here and say, we know a veteran, okay, and a veteran's family, 2 entirely different families. The veteran is like, at his wit's end, no job, no health care. Well, he would have health care if he was plugged into the VA, but again, we're going to say he doesn't have the ability to get there. So he doesn't even know if he's eligible or how he would apply. And to make matters even worse, he can't get a service officer to come out to visit him at his home to say, let's get you involved, let's get you taken care of. Okay, and that's a very real scenario, which with our outreach being here in Pottsville, I can definitely say the odds of that ever happening will be so minimal, because I don't care what I need to do to get a veteran and a family connected on their way to recovery. That's what I'll do. So we definitely want to get connections as far as like mental health, and I'm mentioning VA because it's obviously an excellent source. Most have been there, they understand. We have the loss of employment. That's another thing that is coming here, and thanks to Evan, I've been in touch with the fellow over, what's his name, Blaine, at Career Link? Boyd, yes. Mr. Boyd over at Career Link is going to work with us, and what we developed a few years ago is a fast-track program called Hire a Veteran First. The way it works is we visit with employers, potential employers, and say, hey, how about in your business, we take a look at how veterans may be able to adapt into your business, learn what you do, be trained to be able to work and they can become profitable for you and themselves, okay? We're taking care of one of the issues, employment. So we're bringing that along here, the fast track, hire a veteran first, and as I mentioned, Mr. Blaine at Career Link is already partnering with us in that, so we can get this thing growing. All right, there's never too much. There's never too much help. So we have the unemployment situation. Housing, okay? There are, within the VA and the VA system, there are options and programs that will catch you back up on rent. You pay utilities, help you move into an apartment with security deposit and rent. So there are many programs there that veterans and their families can benefit from. They have to know about it. Somebody has to bring it to them. You know, just throw a rock at me next time. Who said all right? Okay, cool. There we go. Okay, Fort Uniontown Gap has a lot of things going on there. There are soldiers' homes. We have 5 in the state of Pennsylvania. 5 soldiers' homes. One's in Erie. One is local to us in the Philly area. There are ways to go about having that process to where someone in need can be, I don't want to say placed, but move into a soldier's home, okay? We can take care of our elderly veterans in that manner. The bottom line is we can't fail our brothers and sisters. We can't do it, okay? Those of us who signed on that line for the check we signed and hoped it would never have to be cashed, we did that for all. We didn't do that for a select few. So in return, what I'm saying is the issues out there are huge. They're bigger than a small group of us can successfully combat. However, take 5 small groups of us, now we have a larger group, yeah, we can whoop some butt there. So my thing is, let's get together, let's add to it, let's find more groups to add to us, and have a unified front. We know what we need to do. Okay. This is talking about the upcoming event that we have scheduled June 13th. at the Capitol in Harrisburg, and it will be in the main Rotunda building. And as for June 13th at 1 o'clock, I will be speaking there, much similar to what I'm presenting now. The executive director of the VA Veterans Affairs Committee for Doug Mastriano will be present. He will be speaking. Bill Reed, the Veterans Service Director at the YWCA in Harrisburg, does a tremendous job for veterans, will be speaking. And I'm also looking at inviting Doug Etter, who is the Public Relations Director at the Lebanon VA. We'll have tables set up to be able to help vets on the spot. This isn't, make you feel good and send you on your way kind of thing. This is like, look, if you need it, we're here. We have the resources to do it right now. And in addition, we're inviting the public at large, business owners, individuals, to join us, help us. Get involved with the cause, and let's all work together. It's something that's manageable, we just have to do it. As far as moving into the Pottsville area, I covered that, and at 2 o'clock, we'll be visiting our new space. So, that's that. That's not it. Okay. Well, that went away because I'm not that tech savvy to be able to figure that out. Okay. Come on now. There we go. Okay. We've all seen the ravages of war from TV. We've seen it here at home. We've seen people affected by it. But at this point, I would have to say all and any doubt has been removed that this is a very real, very serious issue. You can't leave it to the bureaucrats. They don't care. They do not care. Their mission is re-election, pension, and paycheck. That's the reality. So, who does that leave? That leaves us. Okay? That leaves us, and we need to get it done. And I'm asking for your participation. I'm asking for your help. I'm asking for your power. Let's bring our collective power to make a difference, to help somebody. To help somebody. I'm thinking, try a different approach here. Okay. I don't wish to be critical. That's not my mission. I'm only presenting facts, vetted information, and this is what we have available in Schuylkill County right now, okay, for a Veterans Resource Center. This is it, okay? As you see at the top, Ms. Ekman, her address, her phone number, email, website, hours. Unfortunately, there's no physical help there. There's no physical help there. Here's a website, good luck. Here's a phone number, good luck. Okay, I don't know why that is. I'm not critical. What I am saying is, if I am a veteran who has PTSD, which I do, mental health issues, because there are side effects, you can be pretty messed up. Fortunately, I'm employed. I'm not homeless. But if I were, and I were feeling totally alienated, that not connected, and I reached out to this, and I was on the verge of making a permanent decision to a temporary problem, and I get this, you know what's going to happen? I'm going to become a statistic, okay? Because what I need right now, in my moment, is I need human contact. I need somebody on the other end to hear me, to just answer the phone, all right? That's all I need at this point. And it could make the difference in saving someone's life, okay? could make the difference in saving someone's life. So, to sum it all up, I know I probably have gone over. I apologize. I'm very passionate about this. Okay. Well, those are not applicable. To sum it all up, I'm really asking for your help, for your inclusion, that we can all work together and make some changes. We have the roadmap, we have the location, we have the appointment set to be able to further bring this out. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. The only thing I will say is, like anything else, there are expenses. Anybody who tries to kid you about that, of course we all know better. I cannot continue to do this alone. I've funded this now the last 6 months, 8 months, out of my own. We need help, we need to grow, and it's all here. So with that, thank you very much for having me up. Thank you for letting me express how passionate I am in this area. And I will be here so that hopefully we can combine, we can get together. Thank you.
Any questions?
Yeah, sorry.
Any questions? No, okay.
I was going to say, if there's a question, contact Evan. If there's a contact person, would be Evan?
Yes, yes, absolutely. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you for having me.
Subject.
Thank you. Anything else for the good of the order? Anything else? If not, meeting is officially adjourned. Thank you.
Sal, who's the club center name there?
How you doing, young man? How you doing?
Yeah, that's 100 North. Yeah, we'll be right there.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay.
Hi. Do you have a business card?